Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Nuvola Yealink webinar. I'm just going to leave it a couple of minutes while we get any stragglers joining the webinar who haven't got a very good timekeeping. So if you please bear with us, we will be back in a couple of minutes to start the webinar. Okay, so let's kick this off. Welcome everyone to a Nuvola webinar. We try and hold these probably once a quarter at least on various technologies, and today obviously is announcing our new fresh relationship with Yealink. I'm Michael Lloyd, CEO of Nuvola. We've got Rain Lee on the line, Yealink, who looks after the UK and I, and Rachel Akers, the account manager at Nuvola Distribution. So those are the three people speaking. We also have my marketing manager, Katrina, who will be finishing off the webinar, taking questions and answers. So any questions you have during the webinar, please, there's a chat box on the GoToMeeting. Please ping them over. We'll make a note of them, and then at the end we'll wrap up with going through some of those questions and hopefully getting the answers you want to hear. So just moving on. Obviously, I'm just going to do a quick intro into Nuvola, then passing it over to Rain, who's going to go through the products, focusing on the SIP phones, and then finally how you can engage with Nuvola and become a Yealink partner. And then, as I say, finally, Katrina's going to wrap up with the questions and answers. So just quickly, a brief background on Nuvola. Started about 10 years ago. We started as New Irish Communications, so you might see the name out there, which was a professional services provider. So we white labeled services around installation, design, support, etc. to the channel. So we're a channel only product company. In 2013, we took on Alcatel-Lucent and turned ourselves into a distribution organization. Still the same company, still all the same owners, still the same people working there, but changed the name to Nuvola Distribution, which is now a fully fledged technology and services distributor. What that means is every product we distribute, we add value add around that, around services, support, and marketing. The idea of Nuvola is to actually talk about technology and solutions, and obviously that encompasses the services side of things. We don't look at ourselves as a box shifter, we're more than that. Every product we bring on, we like to have a wrap around it. We like to encourage our partners to market it and also see where they can position it into their end users. And with that in mind, we have a team in the various silos we have, which are focused on our key vendors and the technology, so we can actually talk about the product specifically and also offer pre-sales support and consultancy around those specific technologies. Just quickly about the presence and where we are. So obviously we're a UK based company in Reading. We then last year opened up offices in Galway along with a warehouse in Shannon. So we have true presence in Europe. A third of our business is actually done outside of the UK. We have engineers, as you can see, where the dots are around the UK. We have relationships with engineers, for example, in Republic of Ireland, where we can work with you if you have resource requirements over there. But you can see we are a true European company. We can manage the infamous Brexit situation very well, and we have been for some time. So again, nothing should stop us from shipping, handling the tax issues, the duty issues, whatever might come up. So just quickly about Nuvola numbers, 5 technology arms, which I'll come on to in a minute. We've been going about 11 years. We've got over 600 active partners. Some of those partners came from the Electromaster acquisition, which we did about 6 months ago, which put us firmly in place in the Republic of Ireland. 22 vendors, which I'll kind of skim over in a wee while. We've got engineers, as you can see, dotted around the UK. And we are shipping over and selling to probably around over 50 countries in the world now. On the services side of things, we offer a plethora of services, some which are obvious. For example, logistics. As a distribution company, you'd like to think we're good at that, which we are. We do professional services, like I mentioned. That goes from pre-sales all the way to ongoing support on almost all the products we have. Sales, obviously, and the pre-sale support. We're very passionate about customer service. And finally, along with the finance side of things, and what I mean by finance, if you have a deal, if you have some situations where you need some support from ourselves, a long-term project, etc., we are flexible and nimble enough to be able to put solutions together in that respect. And like I say, finally, marketing. Big thing for us is to work with you as partners to put campaigns together, to reach out to your end users with new technologies, new solutions, etc. There's a few changes in the market, as I'm sure you see. There's a number of vendors pulling out of the market, Panasonic, Samsung, Toshiba, to name but a few. But what that does obviously causes issues if you've been selling them, but also creates opportunities. It forces a number of resellers to go down a route that they may have been hanging off, such as UCAS, CCAS, maybe another vendor. So it's creating opportunities, and we're there to help you. So we have the resource, we have the skill set in the background to enable you to transition to another vendor, to another technology. And like I said, customer service is key. There's real people at the end of the phone. There's no automated voice, etc., etc. There's people at the end of the phone who we are very proud of the fact that, you know, we turn around orders very quickly. We respond to issues very quickly. We have a 24/7 help desk. All these things that make us more than just a distributor. There's more to it. And like I say, complementary products. For example, Yealink, we see as a massive complementary product, certainly for some of the vendors that are pulling out of the market. The Yealink can actually work with those existing technologies and mean that these customers don't have to throw away maybe a product they bought only 12, 18 months ago. We can actually prolong that product. And then obviously new technologies. We've got AI, we've got digital transformation, we've got all these new fancy words coming up, but actually they're not fancy anymore. They've been around for a long time. IVR, AI, digital, they've all been, they're in our world now already. And as a partner, you need to embrace it. You need to have a story around it as well. And that's again where we can help you with. And clearly there's new players to the comms world. If you've been working it as long as I have, you know, probably 20 years ago, Microsoft wouldn't have been thought about being a telephony provider or a UCaaS provider. Now they're very much in the middle of it. And then we've got new players coming into it who certainly since the pandemic are now probably one of the most well-known brand in the world, such as Zoom. And again, what we're trying to do is again embrace those two technologies, for example, and with Yealink, for example, they have handsets that work with Teams, and we've just taken on Zoom as a partner, which means that you can again go to your end users and discuss Zoom meetings, for example, and enable you to make those customers even more sticky. So that's what we try and do, give our partners something new to talk about to their customers. So I just mentioned it. So we just signed up with Zoom a couple of weeks ago. It's a wholesale model, so you buy partners off licenses off us, you resell them to your end users. It's on a monthly basis. With Zoom in the past, you would have to commit to a number of licenses to become a partner. What this enables is that we can do that for you. We have the relationship with Zoom, which means you can, there's no commitment. You come to us with your opportunities. We deal reg it with Zoom, protects it, and it means you can then sell those licenses out there. It's a name that we're not going to get away from, but certainly on the meeting side of things, as we all know, they're the number one in the world, and let's embrace it. Keep an eye out for that. There'll be some training and webinars out there for our partners in November time, and it's a great partnership with Yealink. Yealink work very closely with Zoom, so again, fits in very nicely with our portfolio. So on our portfolio, 5 arms to what we supply. I'm going to just quickly run through them and explain. So at the bottom level, we have intelligent networking. That's about taking data and what if scenarios. For example, how do I ensure that a packet gets from A to B as quickly as possible with no degradation, no latency, because you can't afford to let that happen. We have a product called Adaptive, for example, which is an SD-WAN product that enables you to manage the endpoint in terms of quality of service, resiliency, and certainly with hybrid working, you have users at home where perhaps their broadband is not as strong. We can give you a solution where you have a 5G dongle, for example, in the box, which means you can aggregate the broadband, giving you better service, but also should your broadband go down, which God forbid does happen, there is a backup. It also gives you prioritization. So if you're working from home or even in an office, you can actually prioritize what packets come through first. For example, if you're at home and the kids are streaming Netflix or whatever it might be, you can actually prioritize your video stream for meetings or your data or voice over Netflix or other probably less important products than what you're trying to do to run a business, have conversations, professional conversations. So again, that's done on a monthly basis. Very simple, very powerful, and certainly, like I say, with the hybrid world, is going to be key moving forward. And then alongside that, there's some gateway products. There's the Sangoma Vega products, which is a ISDN to SIP gateway. So again, you've got a lot of ISDN services out there. You might want to switch them over to SIP, but the hardware in place is still only ISDN ready. So again, this takes that from A to B. It enables you to cut the costs with ISDN. Obviously, ISDN shutdown's happening very soon in the next couple of years, so you need to build something in there already. So very simple product, price competitive, BRI all the way up to ISDN 30, 60, 120, whatever it might be. Then we go on to what we call the traditional side of things. So this is the on-premise solutions around unified communications. You can see Yealink obviously firmly sitting there, but Alcatel-Lucent as well, a cornerstone to our business. Sangoma on the Digium world with the Asterix. A new player in our market is Spectralink, who have Wi-Fi mobile devices. JPL on the headsets. I'm using a headset as we speak now. Again, commoditized side of things, but something that, again, home working people are looking at quite heavily. Nice, which is around the AI side of things. Teams voice recording. So Nice are one of the few players out there who can do Teams recording. Varela is a bespoke application provider. And finally, Panasonic, which is born out of the Electromaster relationship and buyout. We still sell quite a bit of Panasonic. We will continue to until the product kind of dies. But at the same time, what we're trying to do is ensure all our partners who do sell Panasonic, they have got another solution to position in there. And then cloud, obviously the talk of the town at the moment. Everyone's positioning the hosted, the UCaaS. It's not perfect for everyone, which is why we still have a heavy investment into the unified on-premise hybrid solutions. But in the cloud, we have a number of different solutions. We have what we call agency model, which is Ring Central, where Ring Central will bill the end user and you'll get a commission. The thing that's very popular for a lot of our partners is what we call wholesale. What that means is if you want to buy an NFON solution or 8x8 solution or a Nice in Contact, which is one of the top contact center products, you buy the license off us, you then bill the customer yourself. It means you have control of the customer longer. They're being billed on your letterhead. A lot of people are a lot more comfortable. So 8x8 and NFON, certainly in the UCaaS space, are very strong on the wholesale solution. So you can see it's more of a consultative role because some would say a lot of those products cross over. Yeah, they do, but at the same time, it depends whether, like say, you want to do wholesale agency, but also, for example, 8x8, they have one pane of glass. So you have one license that can be UCaaS all the way through to CCaaS. So there's strengths, but it's more of a consultative. So any opportunities you have around UCaaS, come to us and we will give you what we think is the best fit for that particular customer. Moving on to meeting room solution, we started this in about 2019. Unfortunately, something came along which put a stop on that for a short time. What we're seeing now is on the collaboration solutions, people are saying, yeah, I'm going to have a meeting room solution with an interactive screen, with a sound bar and a camera, but I'm also going to be wanting to bring people remotely into those same meetings. So they feel they're in the meeting, in the room. And again, with Ava, they high-level sound bars and cameras. i3 technologies, in effect, they're giant iPads, very, very strong. One cable from the TV plugs into your laptop, and whatever you have on your laptop, you can portray it onto that screen. It makes life a lot easier. Gone are the days where you walk into a room and you have a number of different products sitting on the desk there where you've got to log in. And then obviously Yealink have got a very strong proposition when it comes to VC. So that enables you to utilize the screens you have in place already. This will turn them into a solid, strong meeting room solution. So it, again, gives you the option in that respect. Finally, a key part of our business is professional services. You can see we deliver services around all these products. It's something we've been doing for over 11 years. All white labeled, all channel only. So again, we offer these services to our partners who then should be able to make margin on it as well, which is very important. So it also means if you want to move into, for example, Alcatel, or you want to start selling 8x8, you can utilize our professional services until you're trained up, and then you can take them over. But it means you can get on board very, very quickly. So the onboarding process doesn't mean you have to train 20 people up, cost a fortune, etc. It means we can onboard you a lot quicker. So we work together. The idea is they're all intrinsically linked, and I think it's something that we will all continue to build on, and we do webinars like this, which means you can see how one fits into the other. I think that is me done now. I'm going to now pass over to Rain.
Yeah, I can see.
You should have control now, Rain. There
Yes.
you go, brilliant.
Can you guys see my screen?
We can.
Yeah, great. So now I will start with the introduction of our company and products. Uh, Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our webinar. This is Ring from Yealink, UK and I sales manager, and I'm going to give you a brief introduction about our company and product concepts. First of all, we are a global leading provider of the unified communications and the collaboration solutions. Why am I so sure? As you can see, we have more than 100 agents around the world, covering more than 114 countries and regions, and have over 110 partners. That is to say, one in every 500 people on the earth use or is using products made by Yealink. We set our sights so high, but we never lost our vision to help the clients make the most of their user experience and embrace the power of collaboration, high productivity. Our vision has been our mission since the very beginning of our company. Now, as you can see, we founded Yealink in 2001, and then very quickly in 2005, we were the number one in the market for USB phones. Isn't that great? But what is more, in 2015, we became the only global partner of Microsoft in the voice and video communication industry. 2 years later, our strengths promoted us to go public quickly. And in 2018, we became the number one in the SIP phone market and the number one in customer satisfaction. Our development is so fast, and our products are so specialized that 2 years ago, Tencent, Sony, and China Telecom chose to become our strategic partners. Well, looking back over the past 20 years, we have never stopped trying and making progress. Next, for this peak, here are a few visualization of our development results. The first is our annual growth rate. From 2014 to the 2019, our annual growth rate reached 38.4%. In addition, we operate in more than 140 countries and territories and have a market capitalization of $9 billion. Besides visual data display, we can also see the bottom of it. We have many partners all over the world. For example, Coca-Cola, Bosch, and PwC, and so on. The partners are not only numerous, and you can see that they cover a very comprehensive varieties of industries, including the government, healthcare, education, finance, energy, and transportation, in which there are many world top 500 enterprises. What I have said above is enough to prove the professionalism of our surveys and technology. If you think it is still not enough, then let's take a look at this pic. Here is the national certificates, among which we are familiar with the ITSPA and Comms Council UK. I have to say that we are the ITSPA 2019 Best VoIP Device of the Year award, and this year, we are the Comms 2021 Best VoIP Device. The weight of these certificates are self-evidence. And last week, our T54 SIP phone has won the Comms Council UK, as I have said above. Through the above explanation, we must feel that we are not only a one-stop solution provider, but also a company with temperature and engineering culture, where more than half of the employees are research and development personnel. Our one-stop service includes cloud service to intelligent terminal. From chip to algorithm to the architecture, we also have national audio and electromagnetic compatibility laboratories And our research and development project is also increasing by more than 20% every year. I mean, every year, 20%. In addition, Yealink has development centers in Xiamen, Shenzhen, and Hangzhou, and has more than 200 patents and technologies. With such a company system, professional services, and technologies, we are currently launching solutions in 3 directions. As you can see, they are audio device, personnel collaboration device, and the video solution device. It can be said that we have the full scenario solution with both cloud terminals and product service. So what does this mean? If you choose Yealink, if you choose Nuvola, it means that you choose the full scenario solution. It will cut out of your most problems and difficulties. Then we get into the business. Just now, I have already carried on the concise summary to our products. Here is a more detailed introduction. We can see our phone profile here. Our series is mainly divided into 3 series. They are the desktop IP phones, conference phones, and the DECT phones. As can be seen roughly, no matter which series we'll choose, we have different models, different specifications, and different modes to meet the different needs of our different customers. For this pic, as you can see, our phone series is mainly divided into 3, T3, T4, and T5, among which T3 are the competitively priced series, and T4 are most popular one in the UK market and the IR market. And the T5 series, it is our future-proof and premium one in our company for now. Even in the UK, US, or the IR market. For this picture, you can see this is about our DECT series. Our DECT series is mainly divided into 2 series. One is multi-cell DECT, and the other is single-cell DECT. Our multi-cell DECT is mainly divided into W18 and W19. As for single-cell DECT series, we mainly sell them in the form of packaging. The Yealink W18 DECT is IP multi-cell DECT solution consists of the DECT manager, W18DM, and the base station W18B. This system brings scalability and increased mobility to the business users, provides a seamless handover and roaming solution, stable communication experience, and simple deployment. Service covering multiple scenarios, including warehouse, hotel, authorized car dealership. I'm sorry, it escaped from the pic. Offices, retail formats, and other large spaces. Yealink is dedicated to enabling our users and partners to benefit from our professional business communication solutions. However, our single cell has only one base, so we can only connect to a certain number of terminals, but we can work with any of them. And we can see below that we support more than a dozen of terminal devices. So if you choose our products of Yealink, the multi-cell DECT can be compatible with most of our terminals and our handsets and so on. Now, we still got the full scenario such as the Microsoft Teams room system. It is for the personnel collaboration. And now, recently, our company focused on the handset. We got the USB wired handset, RJ wired handset, DECT wireless handset, and we still got the Bluetooth handset on the go. And you can see, I'll put it on the pic. We aim to be the top 3 in the market about the handset. Also, if you are interested in our products, or if you are interested in Yealink or Nuvola, you want to cooperate Yealink or Nuvola, you can give Yealink a chance, give Nuvola a cooperation, and give yourself a chance to win the market to gain more margin. If you do, I would support you the NFR program. You can get the demo at a discount up to 70% off. And if you are interested in any of our products, you can just contact Nuvola, and we will give you the discount. After your testing, you can tell us about your feelings or your experience. Just give yourself a try, and if so, you can win more margin, and you can expand your market, and so on. So my part is finished. I will hand it over to the Rachel, and if you have any questions, we can talk about it after after Rachel. And
brilliant. Thanks very much, Rain. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yep, it's great. Thanks, Rachel.
Brilliant. Thank you. So that's brilliant. So after seeing the overview there of the Yealink range, I'm sure you're now asking yourself, where can I get hold of these amazing products? Well, that's where we at Nuvola come in. If you aren't already registered with us as a reseller, we can set you up a customer account with Nuvola Distribution or Nuvola Ireland, depending on where you'll be trading, or both if needed. Our accounts department will confirm your credit limit and send your account details over to you. You can send orders to sales@nuvoladistribution.com, which is a fully manned inbox to ensure high efficiency for all your inquiries. As Michael mentioned earlier, we have stock in the UK, which is just based outside of Reading in our warehouse, and also Ireland in Shannon. So we're very proud as a distributor to be able to offer our complete wraparound solution. When it comes to purchasing, obviously stock levels are subject to real-time events. So just let us know what it is you're looking for. If we don't currently have stock, we can advise lead times for you. With professional services, again, as Michael mentioned earlier, we've got 15 engineers up and down the country, which are available to support you. And we can offer this as a white label service. And also partner support. So us here at Nuvola, along with Yealink, are here to help with any of your queries or opportunities. Just let us know and we can work together on these. So what's the next steps? Firstly, if you're signed up as a reseller, there is no commitment or minimum sales required for any of the Yealink products. However, we want to fully support you and are here to help, whether that's in the form of helping to plan marketing and sales activities, landing pages, or just to build on social awareness. We can help build a business plan together with you. Anything you need, we're here to support. And as it says here, partnership is the key to success. So just feel free to get in touch with us if you have any questions, any opportunities. If you'd like to take part in the NFR program that Rain mentioned there, that's a really good way of getting your hands on some of the Yealink items, just to have a test and a feel for it yourselves. Just let us know and we can work together on these. So that's everything from me, short and sweet. I'm going to hand back over to Katrina now, who is going to have a look if we've got any questions come through.
I'm here, Rachel. I do have a few questions. Can you hear me okay, folks?
Yes, I can hear you. I've passed it back to you, Katrina.
Oh, you're passing it back to me. Wonderful. Okay. Well, I'm just going to be really exciting and show the same slide, the Q&A slide. Yeah, we've got a few questions that have come in, but keep throwing them in if you want to ask any specific questions of Rachel or Rain. Mike's had to pop off. He's just focused on a reseller, which is what we like to do at Nuvola. We like to focus on our reseller and vendor partners. So our first question up, Rain, I think this is probably going to be for you. What platforms do Yealink work on, and any interoperability documents? So what kind of platforms do you work with? Do you want to try give that a go?
Yeah. I think we are compatible with most of the normal platforms, such as the Recentral, N-Phone and 8+8 and so on, which Nuvola is also working on, N-Phone 8+8 and so on. Any more platforms? There are very much many platforms. You can search in our website, 3w.yealink.com, and you can click the partner. You can see the technology partners. You click in the get into this, you will see the whole platforms.
Okay, maybe I can get that link off you and put that into the commentary at the bottom of this video, because we will load this onto our YouTube channel. So if any of the listeners want to share this with colleagues or clients, we'll be sending out a link, and you'll be able to share this, and I'll get that link off Rain, and I'll pop that in. A couple of other questions that have come in. Quite interesting. How do Yealink provide technical support to the reseller? I mean, obviously some of that you would do through us, but specifically, how do Yealink provide that support to a reseller?
Great question. I think it is the same one with the last one. Yealink have got the ticket system in which you can submit your technical problems to our technicians at any time, any day. You will get support within 24 hours. What is more, it is Yealink Academy that will regularly hold some training meeting of the product and technology. And Yealink can also help resellers get the CIPPE certification. And as I have said above, you can get to the ticket system, and I can also send it to you.
Okay, so responses within 24 hours, you log that with the Yealink ticket system, which is that's an impressive turnaround time. And you have a Yealink Academy where you can do some training, get familiar with products and technology, and get certified. So that's great. We're loving that at Nuvola. Lots of support from the vendor for our reseller partners. Next couple of questions. What is the warranty on devices?
Normally customers can always get a warranty of 2 years.
Okay, 2 years. So that's a good solid time. Couple more questions coming in. I think you're gonna have to slow down soon. Are the phones manufactured taking into consideration the environmental impact? It's quite a pertinent current type of question.
Yeah, great. Getting to consider environmental issues, and our products basically be certified by CE, FCC, IC, RCM, and so on. If customers encountered environmental certification requirements for our products in the project in the future, they can contact Yealink. We can provide the customer the document.
Okay, great. So a lot of acronyms there, which in marketing we love. So lots of environmental certification around your product. So that's excellent news. One last question. Do Yealink products offer low power consumption?
Yes, absolutely. Our products offer low power consumption. And if you buy our products, we can provide you the detailed data sheet.
Okay, wonderful. So lots of great questions there. I think we've kind of come to the end of our session. And I really just want to say thank you to Rain from Yealink and my colleague Rachel. And really thank you to everyone who was listening today that came on. We will provide the video to you. It'll be on our YouTube channel. Rachel, no doubt, will be in contact with you to talk in more detail about Yealink. We're really thrilled that Yealink have come onto the Nuvola vendor portfolio. We're looking forward to exciting activities with them. and we will be running another Yealink webinar next month in November, so you'll hear about that soon. So thanks to Rain and Rachel and Michael, who's not here. But yeah, thank you to all of our attendees that came on today. Have a good week, and we hope to actually see you soon. So thanks everyone, appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks Rachel.
Thanks.
Rain.
Thanks. Hope good day.
Thank you. Bye bye.